You want to catch this one? Ha! Then send an army with filthy mages, stinky dogs and cages. Maybe then you will be able to touch this one's tail. Until that, farewell, silly guards. This one later will pay a visit to your precious Jarl to settle all matters. This one is not your common thief. From being a child, this one was taking everything he likes. This one has taken so much that brothers and sisters exiled him from the warm sands of homeland. But this one is not having grudge, no. Stealing? No, my friend. This one is not stealing. This one is creating art. The art of picking locks, pockets, and everything you have. Each gem, shiny armor or gold coin in Tamriel belongs to this one. Everything you have belongs to this one. If this one puts an eye on you, your wealth is not more yours. Gold rules the world. You don't need to be strong if you can buy an army. You don't need to know how to cook if you can hire the gourmet. You don't need to be a blacksmith if you can buy the most shiny magic armor in Tamriel. Gold rules the world, and this one will have it all. Welcome folks! Best Skyrim build series continues to grow, and today we have a very special Civ build. Why it is so special? Well, besides being very interesting to play if you like to act as adventurer, explorer and treasure hunter, while being very tricky and fun, it is also can look like this. Whoa, but how? How that much perks could be ever learned, even on level 80? It also can easily earn amount of gold like this, in very short time span. Wait, is that a cheating? Some exploits maybe? No and no. Welcome the Golden Hand, Civ build that actually can become anyone later in the game. Maybe the only build that literally transforms gold into power. Starting to play as completely roleplay-wise Civ, spending all perk points to corresponding Civ skills, you will enjoy the criminal life and a huge amount of gold and treasures flowing in your hands. While later, you will be able to not only keep these fancy skills, but in addition to them, build your character into anyone you will like, because you will have up to 70% more perk points or even more. So, let's begin. The race. Actually, race choice is absolutely not critical for Golden Hand. You can pick up any race you personally like the most. But as I love to say, if you want maximum efficiency, Khajiit is the best option. For me, Khajiit first of all is the best roleplay-wise race for Civ, because of, well, the stereotypes, you know. And in technical meaning, Khajiit racial abilities are very useful. Power Leap, for example, can help you to perform better sneak attacks or reach some points faster. And as this build is all about exploration, seeking and treasure hunting, passive movement speed bonus will simply save you a lot of time in travels and dungeon delving. Also, as you will be not very good in, let's say, fair combat at low levels, speed sometimes will be a key moment to survive. And the ultimate Khajiit ability, as usual I don't want to spoiler it, it is very roleplay wise as well and pretty useful for exploration and sneaking. The attributes. After a few tests, the best way to rise your attributes is approximately like this: 15% to Magicka, 25% to Stamina and 60% into Health. Not much Magicka, as you will be not relying on spells too much, and that amount plus one Magicka enchantment you will have will give you enough resource to cast Master Invisibility spell, the Shroud Walk. A bit more, but not too much stamina as well, because you will not fight fair a lot, and later, even if you will be forced into open combat, you will have different and other resources of stamina. And so the most amount of attributes can be invested into health without problems to make you more tenacious. Standing Stone for Golden Hand is no doubt the steed. It's passively speeding you up while exploring the lands out of combat. But the best is an active power to open so-called Bag of Holding, a spectral chest that has no limit of weight, and so you can anytime put in and put out items from it. That's very important for Thief, as carry weight is a constant problem for him. While now, you don't need to think about that at all, and don't need to make carry weight enchantments. And here we go with the main part, the perks. Hard part of the Golden Hand is that, let's say, first half of the game you will be not very good combatant in a fair battle. All your perk points should be initially invested in 4 main perk trees: pickpocket, lockpicking, sneak and speech. But well, you wanted to play a thief, right? So you will play a thief, but just with a tiny bonus, an extremely powerful transformation into anyone you will like later in the game. So, the pickpocket. Basic perk is increasing your chance to pickpocket items and as well as carry weight. Blood money is giving you additional gold coins when you're killing enemies in especially violent fashion, so dealing a lot of damage to them or killing them from sneak. Take the left branch for sure. Its perks are increasing your pickpocket chances passively, gives ability to place poisons in your enemy's inventory and to steal their weapons, even equipped one, and even armors if they are sleeping. The middle branch is one of the keys in making you rich and then to transform the gold into additional power. The first perk, Thief's Eye, is once per several in-game hours illuminating random citizen in towns and cities. If you will steal from them during the next 5 minutes, they will carry additional valuable items. Next perk is increasing the chance to find exactly the type of items you want to have in their inventory. The Crime Wave is giving you up to 4 more victims on Thief's Eye in a row before ability will go to cooldown. The Master perk in Pickpocket is the key to your future power. Each time you sleep with at least 50,000 gold in your inventory, you can spend it to trade it on 1 perk point. Sounds a bit strange, yeah? Where should you find so much money to see a real effect and profit from that perk that will compensate the fact you will spend tons of perks into stealing so non-combat abilities? Well, you'll see that step by step. Now the right branch. Death's Emperor, a cursed coin. In my opinion, it is absolutely beautifully designed perk branch that is fitting perfectly the Thief's criminal style. Death's Emperor is a coin that you can place in your enemy's inventory. You can activate it in actually 2 ways. First one, attacking a person carrying it will lead into 3 times bigger damage to him, and in addition, when you kill it, give additional from 100 to 300 gold in his inventory. Or you can activate the curse of the coin, making its possessor to attack anyone on sight. So it is like a fury spell, but without a spell. The best part here is that any victims of this process of this fury cannot be tracked back to you, so you can silently making enemies kill each other while hiding in the shadows. Oh, and don't forget to also take the Trained Rabbit perk, that summons a rabbit who will point you to the nearest valuable item. First of all, that's funny, and secondly, sometimes it can really help a lot. For example, if you will suspect there is some hidden treasures around you, but you can't see it. The lockpicking. Basic perk is making all the locks easier to pick. Game of Fate is a great roleplay and rewarding perk that places 5 magic containers somewhere randomly in Skyrim. Opening each of them gives you 15,000 gold and additional perk point. The right branch is helping you with locks greatly. You can make a copy of the key from lock if you opened it. Lockpicks appear much closer to position to open the lock, and the Master perk saves you literally tons of time by giving you an ability to simply bypass all the locks of level expert or lower, opening them instantly, and also giving you 2 bonus perk points as bonus for being a master lockpicker after picking at least 100 locks. The middle branch with Robber's Eye as base perk. This branch is similar to Thief's Eye branch in Pickpocket, but instead it illuminates random locked container when you are entering the interior that you do not own. Other perks in a branch, improve it. Spreading Robber's Eye on dungeons as well, improving the loot by 50% if you have opened the lock of illuminated container less than in 15 seconds, and as well resetting the cooldown of ability, giving you passive bonus gold you find in containers, corpses, urns and so on. The master perk here is increasing the chance of finding additional enchanted items in chests from 10 to 15%. As for the sneak, simply take all the perks in the right and in middle branches of the perk tree, besides the smokescreen and party starter perks. You will not need them much. Sneak is obviously must-have skill to improve and invest in to make your criminal life easier. Special abilities from this perk tree, as well as special abilities of other main skills. I will demonstrate them all later in the video. To make a profit from your criminal and adventurer life maximum effective, you also need to invest into speech. Take the bribery perk, performer and serenade perks in the middle branch, and the whole left branch completely. It will maximize the profit from your jobs. 7 items for better prices, buying them cheaper, more maximum gold from traders, and some special features like choosing your favorite trader to have even more better prices from him, or being able to sell any items to any merchant. You will need these perks, as you will always have enormous amount of loot compared to regular characters. While the next 2 branches are not actually must-have exactly for Golden Hand, I still recommend to take light armor over heavy armor because of, well, mostly obvious reasons, and take all the perks here besides the unarmed branch. Keen senses and annoying mosquitoes are optional and are completely up to you. In one-handed, best option is to specialize in daggers and also take the disciplined fighter, furious strengths and overrun perks. Just keep in mind that armor and weapon skills, while of course being important, should be raised only after you master the main 4 skills and all needed perks, because the earlier you will start to have maximum possible profit, the faster you will start to earn more and more bonus perk points. What about the rest of the skills? That's the most pleasant detail here. With each portion of money earned, and your income will only increase gradually. You will have more and more perk points to spend them absolutely as you wish, and besides of that, you always will have enough money to level up the skills needed from trainers anytime. For example, in addition to the 4 main skills and 2 main combat skills, I was easily able to invest enough into alchemy, alteration, enchanting, smithing, and even a bit in illusion and restoration to become a master thief and unbreakable warrior at the same time. There is also one more mod I want to recommend it to use to make this build much more immersive. It is called Trade and Barter, and it has everything to make trading process much more realistic, rewarding and interesting. And of course, absolutely all the features can be disabled or enabled anytime. Check out the mod page for more information. Now, to help you to have a more clear and, let's say, one-piece picture of how exactly you will earn tons of gold, let me show you all the perks that will in some way affect your gold income. Initially, when you'll be learning them one by one in different perk trees, the future result could be not really clearly seen, but in the end, you will realize that gold is literally flowing into your hands from all possible and also impossible sources. Blood Money gives bonus gold when you're killing someone with high damage or kill move. Doom to Plunder gives bonus gold for killing Death Emperor Possessor. Robber's Eye and the perks Upgrading It gives you additional very expensive items from lockpicked containers. Thief's Eye and the perks Upgrading It gives you additional gold and very expensive items when pickpocketing certain NPCs. Golden Touch gives you bonus gold found in containers or dead bodies. Treasure Hunter increases chance to find additional enchanted items in chests. Speech Mastery sell items for better prices. Performer collect money from people around you while playing the music. Kinship buy items cheaper from traders of same race. Business Relation have 30% better prices from your favorite trader. Preserver learning items enchantment does not destroy the item. That saves hundreds of items for you that you can sell. Now a bit about how the main and most interesting skills are looking like. Thief's Eye. There you can see an illuminated citizen. We dive straight inside his pocket and bang! 1000 gold and Ring of Measure Sneaking. Not bad for regular bard, huh? The best here is if you will find and pickpocket your target within 5 minutes. Ability will trigger up to 4 more times, so you can literally have like 10,000 gold as summary of gold and items in one stealing spree just in a few minutes. This skill is realized so naturally and fun that it is actually giving you that great roleplay feeling of being a hunter, just hunting for gold inside your victim's pockets. Robber's Eye is working in the same way, just for containers, and of course you will also have a fancy glowing icon above it. Have already pickpocketed and lockpicked illuminated containers and people? No problems. Play some music and quickly earn a few more 100 or even 1000 gold coin. Whoa, almost 200 gold coins from a regular bandit loot. Not bad, yeah? Now how about to make some havoc and madness? Easily, just sneak behind the enemy. Don't forget to buy Shroud Walk spell from Apocalypse spell pack. It is basically invisibility master spell that automatically refresh itself up to 4 times after it's broken. It is not actually overpowered because it needs a lot of casting time and you won't be able to cast it in combat, but it is really useful when you want to stun combat actually. Then put a Death Emperor in your enemy's pocket, move a bit back to save distance and activate the mutiny power and enjoy bandits fighting each other. Then you can simply repeat this or finish them by yourself. Combination of good sneaking skills, invisibility spells and Death Emperor features can give you a wide amount of control in the battlefield simply and without even appearing on it. You can make enemies fight each other and use this havoc, or just earn more money by killing possessor of cursed coin by yourself, depending on situation. But well, what about a fair combat? What about fighting multiple enemies at once? Yes, Golden Hand will do that easily and with style. I hope you did not forget that you will have enormous amount of perk points, and so anytime you get bored by tricky combat, you can just wear your shield, insanely enchanted items and go and crush some skulls, without even being seriously damaged by most of the enemies. But what about the bosses, you may ask? Well, let's test that on the Red Eagle, who is empowered by the hardest enemy mod ever, Revenge of the Enemies. He's level 100 and has a bit more than 5000 HP. The steps you should do. Step 1. Equip our secondary weapon enchantment with special enchantments for bosses, percentage health damage and killing enemy with low amount of hit points percentage. Boss you can find in Summon with mod. Step 2. Poison the weapon with Powerfull poison. Step 3. Double check his stats. Yes, everything is correct. Step 4. Wait a few seconds until the good moment. Step 5. Decrease boss poison resistance by Amplified Lethality skill that you will learn in Alchemy perk tree. Step 6. Equip the Laughing Ghost power, teleport skill to your enemy and sneak attack that is dealing double of your sneak damage. Obviously you can learn it in sneak perk tree. Step 7. Use the Laughing Ghost. Step 8. Get your loot. And by the way, my set of armor, as you can see, did not even have Dark Brotherhood gloves or similar item. That's all for today, folks, and I hope you enjoyed this build. Write your own thoughts about it, what you like in it and what you don't like, how you see the Thief build for yourself. Your opinions are really important for me, as they always help me to create better content for you. Thank you for watching, my friends, and as always, stay tuned. Sinitar Gaming here, signing out.